I've been quiet for a minute, I've been grinding, still in it, I've been counting these digits, excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. The crash came when the cash came, spend it.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. This is Big Al, Alan Feaster with KO Boxing Breaking News, the greatest news channel for one of the newest news channels, again, for your boxing news. We're back at it again with another news story for you tonight. Appreciate everybody stopping by, everybody's supported the channel so far. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. That's right.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yes, okay, but we'll get, and sisters, we'll get in here tonight. Don't forget, hit the bell notification button to, of course, be notified when we do go live with another news story for you. Also, we'll try to work on some new interviews as well. So, guys, don't forget as well, if you want to support the channel, you guys can do that as well with the Cash App ticker symbol down below, donate by Cash App, because we lost our monetization. We were monetized, but we got to work our way back up again. So, guys, we want to get into the news story. Here we go. Won't keep you waiting. All right, here we go. What the big news is here tonight, this is the latest and greatest news in boxing here this evening. You guys will probably hear about it tomorrow morning for some of you that wake up tomorrow. Boxing world does react to Shakur Stevenson's controversial title defense. This happens today. Paulie Maliggaggi from Pro Box TV, you guys know who he is just one of the many people who don't understand how Joe Cordina is getting a title shot against WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson after being knocked out in his last fight 3 months ago. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Now, Hearn's decision is under fire. Now, the Matchroom-promoted former IBF super featherweight champion Cordina, who is now 17 big wins, 1 loss, 9 KOs, was announced today as the opponent for Shakur Stevenson, who is now 22 big wins, 0 losses, and 10 KOs, to fight in a co-feature bout on the undercard of Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol on October 12th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Now, guys, Cordina, who is 32 years old, is ranked number 13 by the WBC at a lightweight, but he's never fought there and isn't someone that most U.S. fans are familiar with. Now, guys, many of the fans who have seen Cordina fight before are aware of his 8th-round knockout loss to Anthony Cacace, if I pronounce his name right, on May 18th it happened. Promoter Eddie Hearn may have underestimated fans' reactions to Shakur defending against his second consecutive opponent after a loss. Now, guys, last July, Shakur made his first defense of his WBC lightweight title against Artur Beterbiev, who had lost to Frank Martin this past year in July, to break the pattern of Shakur defending against fighters coming off a loss. Now, Hearn should have matched him against one of the top 5 contenders like Raymond Moratala, Andy Cruz, and Edwin De Los Santos, to name a few. Now, end quote, I hope Tank Davis doesn't become the new Canelo and goes and makes this fight. You want to see the best fighting the best, and this is what we have in the lightweight division, end quote, said boxing pundit Paulie Maliggaggi to Pro Box TV YouTube channel. Now, end quote, in this situation, You have champion versus champion. That's Tank versus Shakur. You can't blame Gervonta Tank Davis for not being eager to fight Shakur because these are the reasons. Number one, he's not a pay-per-view draw. Number two, guys, he can't sell tickets. Number three, he's also a runner, a reputation. He likes to run too much. Now, number four, 3 consecutive poor, very poor performances by the boxing fans. Now, Maliggaggi and Algieri expressed disappointment, and this is what they're talking about, end quote. It's the bona fide best 2 guys in the lightweight division. I understand Cordina is solid, but he's coming off a loss. They bend the rules whenever they want to. Now they say you can be coming off a loss and get the world title fight, end quote, said Maliggaggi, talking about Joe Cordina getting a title shot against Shakur following an 8th round knockout loss to Anthony Cacace on May 18th. Now, guys, even if Cordina were a solid fighter, he's not ranked in the top 10 at lightweight and has never fought there and isn't well known in the U.S. Now, Cordina hasn't looked like a solid fighter in his last 3 fights against Cacace and Edward Vasquez and Shavkat Rakhimov, if I pronounce his name correctly. Now, guys, end quote, they also say, you could never do this before. I don't even understand how that could be possible, end quote, said Paulie Maliggaggi. Now, end quote, the fight doesn't do much for me. Cordina's coming off a loss, coming up in a weight class, end quote, said Chris Algieri as well. Now, this is his first fight at 135 pounds, coming off a bad knockout loss to a fight Shakur Stevenson, who is a fantastic fighter and a very great technician, end quote, said Chris Algieri. Now, fans believe that Hearn chose Cordina as Shakur because he wanted him to help him out because he's with Matchroom and following his loss to Cacace. Now, end quote, it doesn't really matter in terms of the layout of the 135-pound division for Shakur Stevenson. In terms of Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, they say, guys, don't hold your breath, said Algieri. Now, guys, tell me what your guys' thoughts are here in the comment section. Tell me what this is. This is kind of crazy. I think it's a waste of time. He should be fighting somebody of some credibility, maybe the top 5 fighters, top 3 fighters, 4 fighters in that division if he can't get the guys he wants. But guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Again, guys, don't forget, subscribe, please share, hit that bell. Don't forget, guys. All right.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
I really do appreciate it. Also, guys, thank you so much. If you can donate, please do so with the Cash App. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, guys, say goodnight to this pretty lady here, and we'll catch you next time. Good night, everybody.